Hey, what is up, guys? Kid who just woke up from a nap, aka Alec here, bringing you a new review. And I apologize in advance if I sniffle or cough at all or sneeze. Bloody nose, allergies, life. But today I'm bringing you a new review, and today's review is of a movie called Crawl. So you may not know what Crawl is, and let me just explain that for you. It's set in Florida, obviously, and it is basically these two people trying to survive the hurricane, but then, oh no, alligators come in and they want a little piece of ya. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. But man, let me just tell you, if you want a movie just to go in and have a good time and not see a amazing movie, this is the movie you see. Because man, does it make for a good time. A real good time. The thing I really loved about this film was that it was so self-aware, and it was able to take this very, very stereotypical theme of man versus nature kind of idea and exaggerate it beyond oblivion. It was so great. Yes, it may seem very cliche, but it was exaggerated. The thing I just loved how self-aware the scriptwriters were, that they were just setting out to make a fun film and not a Academy Award competing film or a big blockbuster film. They were trying to make a fun film for people to go see and relax and have fun. And man, it really does deliver on that. Yeah, with all the exaggeration of such cliche and stereotypical things, just exaggerating it and making it so much more fun to watch than seeing the old stereotypes being portrayed as they would be without any self-awareness. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. When I watched this film, I was very shocked as well, because going in, I was like, oh, those gators are going to be the main villain in this film. But shockingly, it's much more the Category 5 hurricane that is the villain here and putting pressure on these characters. And I really did not see that coming. Sure, a lot of the scares are from the gators, but the hurricane put so much pressure and suspense on the characters and therefore on the audience that in the end, I would say the hurricane's much more the villain of this film, the mastermind, I should say. And I was very shocked by it. But not only was I shocked by that, I was shocked that the gators themselves had extremely scary jump scares. It's not like your usual modern horror jump scare. They come after so much suspense is built in these amazing sequences that just really get you terrified, and then the jump scare happens. Unlike the modern horror where it's a fake out jump scare, and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed it. It's fun to see a horror movie do jump scares correctly, and it really makes the film a lot more fun. I was very shocked how scared I got in this film. Some jump scares come out of nowhere and I just laugh. Because it was so random, which will make sense once you see it. And that kind of faults the jump scares, but a majority of them are very well thought out and provoking and have great sequences to lead up to the scare. The minor characters in this film were something else. There were parts in the movie where they just abandoned all logic or their train of thought, and it's funny to watch. I don't think they're going for that. But also, once they abandon logic every once in a while, it kind of bugged me. Because I'm like, are you serious? You're gonna do that after you said you were this and trained and all that? Ugh. Just some of the characters. The first set of minor main characters you see really abandoned some logic, and it really irked me. But man, these other minor characters also just make it so much more fun and just fun. And really amplify this film as a self-aware cliche film. But really, really a popcorn flick. And make for a great experience in the end. One thing I am very shocked to say about this movie is it is very well written. This movie, oh man, it has some great dialogue and has some very genuine feeling, heartfelt moments that was written into the script, but also some very suspenseful moments that were very well written. And I really mean very well written. And then you have the heartfelt but also super suspenseful moments that was so well written as well. And just it felt like the movie flowed so smoothly with its dialogue, and it's a lot thanks to the script. The main character Haley, she was decently well written. In the start of the film, she made some really dumb decisions, but towards the end, she makes a very smart decision, and throughout the rest of it makes some smart decisions that end up patching her very dumb decisions in the beginning of the film. And I was very impressed to see they actually wrote a very well done script in the end for a fun movie. The final thing I want to touch on before we get to the conclusion is the camera work in this film. Very much impressed me. I loved it a lot. It created some moments that wouldn't have been suspenseful at all into something that's absolutely suspenseful and terrifying. There was this really well done shot used multiple times in the film, where it just has the camera simply half underwater, half above water, and it just made everything a lot scarier. It was really well done, especially when it was placed in these chase sequences of the alligators, because you just got even more scared. And I think also through that camera work, it made this movie a lot more, guess what I'm about to say? Fun. And yeah, it made it a lot more fun. I very much enjoyed the camera work. Yes, it's like cliche camera work. Like, the last shot of this film is very funny because that's how you know they knew they were going for a very self-aware cliche film. And that's it. Its camera work was something else. It used some very cool shots. Sure, it might be used a lot, but there were cool shots still. And also some very creative shots, aka that half under, half above water shots that they used. And I was captivated the entire time, especially because of this camera work. And it keeps you wondering, enjoying this film. And yeah, that's what I gotta say about the camera work. So for my conclusion of this film, I'm just gonna drill it in one more time. This movie is extremely fun to watch. It is the popcorn flick of the summer. It was enjoyable. It made me laugh. It was a hour and 45 minutes, I believe it is, well spent. And I didn't go in expecting this phenomenal movie. I had pretty low standards. I was like, oh, this is going to be like kind of a Sharknado thing. And I got far more than that. I got a fun flick, yes, but I also got some incredible shots, some great writing, and just a good time. A real, real good time. And yeah, it's not a phenomenal film. It has some very downfalls of being very average in a lot of sectors, like a lot of the other shots or some of the character development. But overall, this is just a fun film to sit back, relax, laugh with a bunch of your friends, and have a good time. But yeah, that's what I wanted to drill into your guys' mind. Please, if you enjoyed this, do all that stereotypical stuff like liking, subscribing, commenting maybe. And tell me if you saw this movie, what did you think? Thank you all for watching. It means a lot to me every time you watch a video. And yeah, I'll see you next week. See you guys. Take care.